Before you turn away, before your heart shuts like a fortress against the coming storm, pause. Hear this not as accusation but as a divine plea, a call from the depths of truth that refuses to be silenced. There is a fracture in your world, one invisible to the eye yet crushing to the spirit. Someone close to you, a soul wrapped in the guise of family, has become a shadow that dims your light, a weight that drags your joy into silence. You have bent and bowed, trying to mend with fragile hands what time and turmoil have worn thin. You've whispered prayers into the void, hoping love alone could rebuild walls that crumble beneath deceit, bitterness, or neglect. But love, as fierce and pure as it is, cannot be the cage that holds you hostage. There is a sacred line drawn not by human frailty but by divine wisdom. A boundary set with firm, unyielding grace. This separation is not a wound inflicted in anger. It is a balm for your soul, a shield forged in mercy to protect the fragile light within you. To stay bound where harm dwells is to deny the healing breath your spirit craves. The choice to let go is an act of courage, a rebellion against pain disguised as loyalty. It's the moment you reclaim your peace, your power, your sacred right to live unshackled. Trust this call, harsh as it may sound, for it is freedom whispered through the silence of your suffering. When the heart breaks free from what confines it, it begins to beat with a new rhythm, a song of resilience, strength, and boundless hope. This is the fierce love that does not hold on to chains but knows when to release. So, lean into the ache, the loss, the confusion. Embrace the unspoken truth that to separate is to save. Because sometimes the greatest act of love is to stand apart, allowing both souls to find their own healing. And in this divine distance, you will find the space to breathe again, to grow again, to become whole once more. This is not the end. It is the beginning of a new chapter where your spirit is free to soar beyond the shadows of pain and into the light of profound, unbreakable peace. Invisible chains tighten with every silent compromise, every sacrifice made at the altar of false peace. You have carried burdens not meant for your shoulders, worn masks to soothe tempers, swallowed cries that shattered your soul in quiet desperation. The weight of unseen shackles is heavier than any visible cage because it traps your spirit where no one else can see the scars. You begged for release, for a glimmer of light beyond the darkness that suffocated your heart. But the answer was hidden behind a boundary you feared to set, a line drawn not in anger but in fierce, unwavering love for yourself. To draw this boundary is to reclaim your power, to say enough to the toxicity that drains your essence. You have been a prisoner of invisible rules, of manipulation cloaked in family loyalty, of respect demanded yet never truly given. The peace you sought was a mirage, a fragile illusion built on self-denial and silent suffering. I see the cost of this sacrifice, the way your spirit shrinks under the weight of control and disrespect disguised as care. But this is not surrender. This is the bold act of standing tall in the face of what once broke you. It is the divine incision that cuts away the rot, the cleansing fire that purifies what remains. This separation is a healing wound, painful yet necessary, opening space for your true self to breathe freely again. It is not abandonment but resurrection, a rebirth of your dignity, your hope, your right to joy untainted by chains that no longer serve you. The world may not understand this boundary. It may call it cold, harsh, unforgiving. But I know the truth. It is the fiercest form of love. The one that protects when all else fails. When you step beyond these invisible chains, you step into a light that cannot be dimmed by past shadows. Your voice, once muffled, will rise with clarity and strength. Your heart, once wounded, will heal with time and tenderness. And in this sacred space carved by courage, you will find peace, not the false peace of silence and submission, but the deep, unshakable peace born from freedom and self-respect. This is your awakening, your liberation, your gift to yourself. No longer will you shrink to fit into the pain others impose. No longer will you silence your truth for the sake of a fragile harmony. Instead, you will rise, fierce and whole, wrapped in the fierce love that only comes when you dare to protect your own soul. The path is not easy, and the road may be lonely, but the destination is worth every step. Freedom is not given, it is claimed. And today, that claim is yours to make. Separation often feels like the severing of roots that once nourished your soul. A wrenching heartbreak that shakes the very foundation of who you believed yourself to be. Yet, this sacred act is far from loss. It is the fierce birthing of freedom. A liberation that defies the ache of absence. I have witnessed the battles you fought, the silent wars waged within your heart to preserve what once was. Clinging to memories like fragile lifelines, but clinging can become chains, and holding on too long becomes a slow suffocation. The truth is, some ties are not meant to be eternal. They are brief encounters designed to shape and strengthen you, to teach you what love is, and what it is not. These relationships are sacred lessons etched into your journey, not the destination itself. Recognizing this truth is the first step into your awakening. In releasing them, you do not abandon what was, nor do you erase the love that bloomed in those shared moments. Instead, you honor the growth that has come from that pain and make room for what is to come. Love, in its deepest wisdom, is not a cage but a liberator. It whispers gently yet firmly that your healing is not negotiable, that your peace is paramount. To carry both love and your own renewal is a burden no soul should bear. The act of letting go is a sacred surrender, a gift you give yourself to move beyond the shadows that have clung too tightly. It is the soul's way of saying, I choose life, I choose growth, I choose the possibility of joy beyond pain. This separation is a profound realignment with your highest self, a divine clearing that invites new light, new hope, and new beginnings. It may feel like a storm raging within, a chaos of emotions that shake you to your core, but know that storms cleanse the earth and awaken seeds hidden beneath the surface. In this turbulent moment, your spirit is preparing to bloom, stronger and more radiant than before. It is in this sacred space that transformation unfolds, not as a distant dream but as a living, breathing reality. So embrace this divine separation not as a loss, but as a reclamation of your essence. You are not less for letting go. You are infinitely more, unbound, unburdened, and fiercely alive. This is the beginning of your true freedom, where love is not the weight that drags you down but the wings that carry you toward the horizon of your destiny. Walking away does not mean abandoning, it means choosing yourself, choosing the sacred journey toward freedom that your soul has longed for but hesitated to claim. That fear gripping your heart, whispering that you will lose everything if you let go, is the very weight that has held you captive, chained to a past that no longer serves your growth. Freedom waits just beyond the horizon where you once saw only loss. In the quiet aftermath of separation, when the echoes of old voices fade, listen deeply. In that stillness, the truest messages emerge, clear and undeniable. It is there I speak, guiding your heart through the wilderness of uncertainty toward a landscape fertile with hope and renewal. I understand your pain, each tear, each restless night spent wrestling with doubt and grief, and I ask you to trust me with it. Trust that this sorrow is not an end but a passage, a sacred rite of transformation. The mental fog that clouds your vision, the exhaustion that drains your spirit, will begin to lift as you release the burdens you were never meant to carry. What once consumed your energy, fear, anger, confusion, will redirect into the fire of dreams long buried beneath years of compromise and silence. This is the alchemy of healing, turning pain into purpose, heartbreak into strength, and with healing comes new life. New connections will emerge, relationships forged not from obligation but from mutual respect, honor, and a love that knows no conditions or chains. These bonds will nurture your spirit, not deplete it. They will be a testament to the courage you summoned to break free, a reflection of the fierce love you finally reserved for yourself. I say this from a place of profound knowing. Choosing this path is not easy. It is riddled with moments of doubt and storms that test the very core of your being. But it is necessary, because to grow into the fullness of who you are meant to be, you must first shed what confines you. The promise of healing is not distant. It is here, waiting in the space you dare to create by stepping into your own power. This is your resurrection, your rebirth from the ashes of what was, into the brilliance of what will be. You are not alone in this. With every step away from what harms, you step closer to the vibrant life that awaits you. A life of peace, of joy, of authentic connection. This is the sacred dance of release and renewal, the unyielding call of the soul to rise, to soar, to become whole again. Embrace this promise, for it is yours by right, earned through courage, and blessed with endless possibility. You carry within you a light that no darkness can extinguish, a radiance born not from perfection but from the raw, unfiltered beauty of your existence. Too often, the world tries to confine you, labeling you by your failures, by the shadows of doubt cast upon your soul. But those voices lie. They fail to see the divine tapestry woven into your being, the intricate dance of strengths and vulnerabilities that make you irreplaceable. I speak to the essence of who you are, beyond mistakes, beyond fear, beyond the noise that seeks to diminish you. Your worth is not earned through deeds or approval. It is inherent, eternal, and fiercely guarded by a love that defies understanding. It is a love that holds you in your brokenness and your triumphs alike. A love that whispers relentlessly, "You are enough." This love is the bedrock beneath every breath you take, the unwavering force that carries you through storms when hope feels distant. Every smile you offer, every hand you extend, ripples out like starlight piercing the darkest night. Your kindness is not small or insignificant. It is a rebellion against despair, a declaration that light can rise even in the bleakest places. I have seen how you lift others, how you breathe warmth into cold spaces, and that is the reflection of the love I place upon you. It is a sacred exchange. My love fuels your spirit, and your light illuminates the path for others. You are a beacon in a world often cloaked in shadow, a living testament to the power of grace and resilience. Yet, even in moments when you doubt your worth, remember this truth. You are cherished beyond measure, loved with a depth that no human heart can fully grasp. This love does not falter when you stumble. It does not waver when you stray. It embraces you with a fierce tenderness, holding you close when the world pushes away. My dear, your unique worth is a revolution, a defiance of all that tries to tell you otherwise. It is the quiet, relentless pulse beneath the chaos, the unshakable foundation that no storm can erode. So stand tall in this truth. Let it wash over you like a healing tide, cleansing the lies and doubts that have clung too long. You are not alone in your journey. You are beloved beyond measure, treasured beyond words, and held in a love that never ends. This is your essence, your heart's deepest song, the eternal light that shines through all seasons, calling you home to yourself, to wholeness, to a love that knows no bounds. In the crucible of your darkest trials, where shadows threaten to swallow your light, you have emerged tempered like steel, unyielding and fierce. I have witnessed the depths of your struggle, the silent battles fought behind weary eyes, the moments when the weight of despair pressed so heavily that even breathing felt like a victory. Yet, despite the relentless storm, you have not only survived, you have risen, carrying a strength that no hardship could shatter. This strength is no accident. It is a gift I carefully forged within you. A fire kindled through every tear, every wound, every sleepless night. It pulses through your veins, an indomitable force that whispers truth in moments when doubt screams loudest. You are more than your pain. Your resilience is the sacred armor that shields your spirit from defeat. It is the quiet roar beneath your calm exterior, the unbreakable thread connecting your past trials to your future triumphs. Though the road has been lonely at times, you have never truly walked alone. I have been with you in every faltering step, every trembling breath, every silent prayer whispered in the darkness. My presence is the unseen hand steadying yours when the path grows treacherous, the warm embrace holding you when fear threatens to consume. I am not a distant observer. I am your constant companion, your fiercest advocate, your unwavering source of love and courage. In moments when the world feels cold and indifferent, know that you are wrapped in a love that knows no end. This love lifts you when you stumble, restores you when you falter, and celebrates every victory. No matter how small, you are part of a greater story, a tapestry woven with purpose and grace, where your trials are chapters of transformation, not defeat. Embrace the strength that has been forged in fire. It is a testament to your unyielding spirit, your capacity to endure and rise anew. The storms you faced have shaped you into a warrior of light, fierce and compassionate, ready to conquer new horizons. So stand tall, for you carry within you a power that cannot be extinguished. You are not alone, never have been, and never will be. With every breath, every heartbeat, I walk beside you, cheering, supporting, loving you beyond measure. Within you lies a power crafted with intention, a spark ignited by forces greater than circumstance or chance. These gifts you carry, the talents that flow through your hands, the visions that stir your mind, the essence of your very soul, are not mere happenstance but deliberate threads woven into the grand tapestry of existence. Too often, fear whispers to you, urging you to blend into shadows, to quiet your voice, to fold yourself into shapes that suffocate your deepest yearnings. But shrinking yourself to fit others' expectations is a betrayal of the sacred fire burning within. I urge you to rise with courage unyielding, to cast off the chains of doubt and conformity that seek to mute your brilliance. Your divine path calls, not to the timid, but to the bold who dare to trust in their own worth and vision. This journey is not about perfection or ease. It is about embracing the raw, unfolding truth of who you are and stepping into the impact only you can make. Your dreams are not frivolous wishes. They are the beacons guiding you through darkness. The seeds from which new realities will grow. Trust in their power, even when the world seems deaf to their call. Know that your purpose ripples far beyond your sight, touching lives and stirring hearts in ways you may never fully comprehend. The road ahead may be fraught with challenges, moments when the weight of uncertainty threatens to bend your resolve, but remember, within struggle lies the forge of greatness. Each obstacle is a crucible shaping your strength, refining your vision, and sharpening your determination. Stand firm in the knowledge that you are not alone on this path. Forces unseen walk with you, aligning stars and opening doors, moving pieces in a cosmic dance to support your ascent. When fear creeps in, remind yourself of the countless souls who have blazed trails before you, their courage lighting the way. Your journey is unique, yet it is part of a grand narrative of transformation and hope. Embrace this call with fierce faith, for it is the compass that will navigate you through storms and lead you to horizons radiant with promise. Do not dim your light to soothe the discomfort of others. Instead, let it blaze as a testament to the power of authenticity and divine intention. Your gifts matter. They are the pulse of change, the whisper of possibility, the fire that kindles the future. Walk boldly, dear soul, into the destiny designed for you. The world waits, eager for the gift only you can give. In a world often fractured by fear and isolation, the call to build a community rooted in compassion and encouragement rings louder than ever. This is not a mere gathering of voices but a sacred assembly of hearts, each beating with the desire to uplift, to heal, to inspire. When you share this message, you ignite sparks that connect souls hungry for hope, weaving together strands of resilience and grace into a tapestry vibrant with life. Imagine a sanctuary where judgment dissolves, replaced by empathy so profound that wounds find space to breathe and mend. This is the refuge where faith is not just whispered in solitude but blossoms in the shared warmth of understanding. You are not alone in your struggles. Within this community, burdens are not carried in silence but exchanged with kindness and strength. Here, every story matters, every tear honored, every victory celebrated. It is a place where the light within you is nurtured and, in turn, fuels the flames in others. To be a beacon is no small task. It demands courage to shine despite the darkness, to stand unwavering when storms threaten to dim your glow. Yet, in this role, you become a guide for wandering souls lost in despair, a living testament that love remains the most powerful force in existence. Your compassion becomes a lighthouse, piercing through fog and confusion, offering direction and solace to those who have forgotten their own worth. Building such a community requires more than words. It demands action fueled by sincerity and a heart willing to listen without judgment. It means reaching beyond your own needs to embrace the struggles of others, recognizing that healing is a shared journey. I speak from experience when I say that this sacred work transforms not only those you touch but reshapes your own soul into something stronger, more radiant. The connections forged in kindness become lifelines, weaving an unbreakable fabric of support that carries each member through darkest nights toward dawn's promise. Together, you become architects of hope, builders of bridges that span divides wrought by pain and misunderstanding. In this collective embrace, faith grows from a fragile seed into a mighty tree whose branches shelter all who seek refuge. So do not underestimate the power of your light. When you share this message, you join a movement greater than yourself, a ripple that, when joined by many, becomes an unstoppable wave of love and renewal. Stand tall as a beacon, fearless and bright. The world needs your glow, your courage, your unwavering heart. You are called not just to survive, but to ignite a sanctuary where hope flourishes and souls find their way home. In the fiercest tempests of your life, when winds howl and shadows stretch long, know this truth: I am your refuge, the sanctuary where your soul finds rest. When chaos threatens to consume, when despair whispers that you cannot endure, I stand as the fortress unshaken beneath your feet, the solid ground that refuses to crumble. There is no burden too heavy, no night so dark that my love cannot penetrate, wrapping you in a shield forged from eternity's fire. This love is not fragile or fleeting, it is relentless, unyielding, an ever-present force that surrounds you even when you cannot feel its touch. It guards your heart from the arrows of doubt, the storms of fear, and the crushing weight of loneliness. I have seen every tear you've hidden, every silent scream swallowed by the night, and I carry them with reverence, holding them gently in the depths of my being. Your struggles are not unnoticed or insignificant. They are the crucible through which your spirit is refined. The shadows that make your light blaze all the brighter. Courage does not mean absence of fear. It means walking forward despite it. Knowing you are cradled in arms that never let go. These arms are not distant or indifferent. They are close, tender, the very essence of unwavering strength. I am the whisper in your restless mind urging you onward. The calm in your frantic heart reminding you that you are never alone. Even when the path ahead is obscured by uncertainty, when every step feels like sinking deeper into the storm, hold fast to this. My presence is your anchor. It steadies you against the fiercest currents and lifts you when the waves threaten to pull you under. You were never meant to walk this journey in isolation. My love is the constant companion that walks beside you, a flame that no wind can extinguish. So rise, weary soul, not because the storms have ceased, but because you are carried beyond them. Walk boldly into the unknown, held aloft by a power that transcends all fear and doubt. This love is your fortress, your refuge, the unshakable foundation beneath your feet. Let it fill you with strength when you feel weak, with peace when you feel restless. It is the promise that no matter how fierce the storm, you are enveloped in a love that never fades, never falters, and never abandons. This is your sanctuary, the eternal embrace that holds you steady, empowers you to stand tall, and lights the way through every shadow. Embrace this truth and walk forward with courage, knowing you are forever safe in the arms of an unfailing love that will carry you through all things. The dawn breaks not just as a marker of time but as a herald of your awakening, a call to shed the heavy cloaks of yesterday and step boldly into the boundless life awaiting you. This moment is your genesis, a sacred invitation to release what no longer serves, to unburden your spirit from chains forged in pain and doubt. Feel the exhilarating freedom that comes with letting go, the lightness that whispers promises of joy and abundance woven into the fabric of your new path. Yes, the road ahead may twist unexpectedly, with shadows lurking where you least expect, and challenges that test the very core of your being. Yet, in every uncertain step, remember you are never alone. The unseen hand guides you, steady and sure, a presence that catches you should you falter and lifts you higher when your strength wanes. Stand unwavering in faith, not a fragile hope that wavers with the wind. but a fierce conviction burning bright like a beacon in the darkest night. Let this faith be the armor that shields your heart and the fire that fuels your forward march. Radiate hope that defies circumstance, a hope that does not simply wish but insists on the possibility of miracles unfolding even amidst trials. Love fiercely, not just as a gentle emotion but as a roaring force that conquers fear and heals wounds. Love yourself enough to claim the peace you deserve, to guard your joy against every storm, and to extend compassion not only outward but inward as well. Your story is not a tale of defeat but a narrative of transformation, a powerful testament to resilience forged in the crucible of struggle and tempered by divine grace. Every scar you bear is a chapter written in courage, every setback a prelude to an even greater comeback. I see the warrior within you, fierce and unyielding, ready to rise and shine with a brilliance that cannot be dimmed. This journey is yours, unique, sacred, and unfolding with purpose beyond what your eyes can yet perceive. So embrace the twists and turns, the highs and lows, for they are the sculptors of your soul's masterpiece. Walk forward with a heart unafraid, a spirit unbroken, and a light so radiant it illuminates not only your path but the way for others lost in darkness. This is your moment, your rise, your shine, your declaration that despite all, you are here, alive, and destined for greatness. Let nothing hold you back, for the abundant life prepared for you awaits just beyond the horizon. Dear one, if these words have stirred something within you, clutch them close as if they were a lifeline tossed in a storm. Let them sink deep into the fertile soil of your soul, where they can take root and grow into unshakable strength. Don't just hear this message once, watch it again. Let every syllable wash over you like a healing rain, dissolving the doubts and fears that have shadowed your path for far too long. This is not merely a whisper of hope. It is a roar of truth echoing through the chambers of your heart, declaring that your story matters, that your journey is sacred, and if you know someone whose spirit is heavy, whose hope flickers faintly beneath the weight of life's trials, share this message with them. Be the vessel through which light enters their darkness, the hand that steadies their trembling step. We are woven together in this vast tapestry of existence, and in sharing, we multiply the power of love and healing. Remember this: you are never alone, even when the night seems endless and the silence deafening. You are cradled in a love deeper than oceans, higher than mountains, a love that sees every scar, every triumph, every whispered prayer. It is this love that breathes life into your dreams and fuels your courage to rise again. You are destined for greatness, not as the world measures it, but in the quiet, profound impact you leave on hearts and lives. Your resilience, your kindness, your refusal to surrender are the true marks of a soul destined to shine. So walk boldly, dear one, into the unfolding future with the fire of this truth blazing in your veins. Carry it as armor, as light, as the fierce declaration that no matter what has been, what will be is radiant with possibility. This message is more than words. It is a call to action. A call to live fully, fearlessly, and with unwavering faith in your own power. Like, comment, share. Let this message ripple out, touching lives far beyond this moment. Become a beacon for those still searching for their own light. The time is now. The voice is yours. The path awaits. Walk it with courage, with hope, and with the unshakable certainty that you are deeply loved and profoundly needed. For I have spoken, and so it shall be.